Today, I want to talk about 3 P's of performing. And I'm calling this my performance preparation. So we've got 3 P's for performance preparation. Number 1 is prepare. Of course, you could also substitute practice for that, but preparing your music, preparing what you're going to do. And part of that isn't just learning the notes, learning the rhythms, learning your phrasing, learning your breathing, learning your dynamics, all of those things. But preparing is also how are you going to perform, right? How are you going to, if you're standing to play or sing, how are you going to stand? How are you going to sit tall if you're a wind instrument or if you're sitting to sing? How are you going to do all of those things? Because how you practice really determines how you perform. And it also determines how confident you are. We're going to touch on that one in point number 3. Point number 2, perform your music for other people. Now, I'm not just talking about, hey, I've got a concert or a recital or a something coming up that I have to perform for. I'm talking about if you've got something coming up, don't just perform for that. Say, mom and dad, grandma, grandpa, random person on the street, whoever, perform for them. Say, hey, I'm working on this piece of music. Can you check it out? Can you take a listen to it? Or find opportunities to perform that music, whether that's in school, whether that's wherever. The more opportunities you have to practice performing, the more confident, the more comfortable you're going to be when you perform. And finally, on to P number 3, present your music. And this is your performance. The day of, present your music and do it confidently. See, this is one of the things that really happens, and it's a huge thing that I stress with my students all the time, is that when you're performing, one of the best and most important things to do is be confident and not scared, even though you may be scared on the inside. The thing about it is, if you put yourself forward, if you stand tall or you sit tall or whatever you have to do in your posture to make your music happen, if you're doing it confidently, and if for whatever reason you make a mistake, because those will happen, you just keep going, no one's going to be the wiser. I tell students this all the time. I've never had somebody stand up in the middle of a performance and say, you made a mistake right there. Or even after the performance, I've never had somebody come up to me or been around somebody who's had someone in the audience go up to them and say, you know, at measure 42, you played an A when it should have been a B. No, that doesn't happen. So it's all about doing it confidently. So those are your 3 P's for performing. Thanks for checking in. I'll talk to you again soon.